Hello Libra, welcome back. This is your monthly reading for December 2025. This is for Libra, sun, moon, or rising sign, either sidereal or tropical, depending what you resonate best with. Let's have a look at your December messages. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on new videos that come out. And remember, Libra, these are general readings. If you'd like insights into your own personal situation, you can contact me via the links below for private readings. Libra. Also, if you're interested in learning tarot, you can head over to Alkemystica, where we share esoteric knowledge and courses on learning tarot. Don't forget to sign up for the newsletter so you can get information on when that course drops. Libra. So we are going to have a look and see any messages that come through. Then we'll have a look at your money and finances, love and relationships, health, any obstacles, blocks, or challenges, and overall message for December 2025 Libra. Libra. Show me the messages for Libra, Libra, Libra. Okay, Libra, let's have a look at these messages. Libra, there's something finishing, something ending, something completing in December. This could be something major, but something that it's the end of some chapter, something quite possibly that you've been putting a lot of time into, putting a lot of energy into, something that quite possibly may have felt like a pretty big job, something major that you've completed or that you are completing in December. This is coming full circle. Something is finishing or closing out some kind of chapter. And December could be a month for some kind of celebration here. There's something to celebrate. This finishing or this completion of whatever this is, something that, again, you may be putting a lot of work into. It may be something that has been arduous or strenuous during some certain time. Something that you may be juggling back and forth. Something that feels as if it may be overwhelming at a certain point, or it may have been overwhelming. Libra, this is going to come to some kind of close. There's some kind of closure here. And December is going to be a month that this closes out, this chapter finishes, and you need to start thinking about the next chapter, the next beginning. Where do you go from here? What plans do you have next? Because December is going to be a month of endings and beginnings. And again, I feel it's going to end on a good note because I feel that you've put a lot of time and energy into finishing whatever this is. If this has to do with a job, for example, if this is something money related, if this is something job related, this could be a situation in which you've put in a lot of extra hours, you've put in a lot of extra work. You're continuing to put in these hours. Maybe you're juggling a lot of things back and forth, but there's something that's going to finish on a high note. This could be a promotion. This could be a raise. This could be a bonus at the end of December. This is something that could be financially beneficial to you, Libra. If this is a relationship that you've been working on, something that quite possibly you've been juggling back and forth, Libra, for some of you, you may be juggling work-life balance. There could be relationships that you're juggling alongside with your job, trying to find room or time for your partner while working extra hours. Libra, this is going to come to some kind of end. And it's going to give you a little bit of reprieve here. But again, it's going to put you in a position in which you may need to start thinking of the next thing, the next beginning. Because there's something new that you may need to start planning in December. Money-wise, I feel it could end on a good note. Relationship-wise, I feel there's some kind of celebration here. Some kind of celebration that things are successful, that things are ending on a good note. But it's going to push you into this next phase. What to do next? What plans? How do you start planning for next month? Libra. Let's have a look at money and finances. Okay, money and finances. Libra, let's talk a little bit about money and finances. There is a cleaning of the slate here. There could be some event financially in December. This could also be unexpected expenses. Something that comes up unexpectedly that could leave you with a bit of a financial crisis, a little bit of a financial loss, quite possibly. Libra, this could be this 10 of Wands here, something that you may be carrying, some kind of weight that you may be carrying in December, that you may be juggling back and forth, that you need to have some kind of plan on how to resolve this. Because I feel there could be something financially that comes up unexpectedly. I feel overall things are going to finish on a high note, but there could be something, again, something that just needs to be addressed in your financial situation, because there could be something unexpected. And overall, I feel that things are going to end on a high note in December. However, I feel there could be this unexpected expense or something sudden that comes up unexpectedly, something that you're not expecting, something that you may need to plan for, or something that quite possibly, Libra, for some of you, this could be what you may be juggling back and forth, something that's been burdensome or that's been heavy. Libra, I'm also getting for some of you, quite possibly, if this is something to do with unexpected expenses, there could be something with festivities, or I'm picking up even family money, something with family money, something with inheritance. Libra, some of you may be dealing with something with an inheritance, something quite possibly that may not be as expected, or may not be as what it is that you expected, or something with family money, some kind of loss in family money, something quite possibly that you are juggling back and forth for a while, Libra, but something that you may have to plan for or have some kind of strategy surrounding this. Love and relationships. So in relationships, Libra, there could be something in general in relationships that feels stagnant. There could be something stagnant here, especially in family relationships. This could feel as if you're at the end of some relationship, that there's no growth, there's no forward movement, there's no excitement. Things may feel a little bit boring in relationships in general, especially for those of you in long-term relationships, those of you that are married with children, for example. December could feel a little boring. It could feel a little bit redundant. It could feel a little overwhelming. And I'm picking up something with in-laws for some of you. You may be juggling a situation back and forth that has to do with in-laws or family members, something that feels as if it's too much. So this could feel a little bit boring, a little bit humdrum in December. I'm also picking up in general, however, that there is some kind of stability within this relationship. So for those of you that are in long-term relationships, I feel there is some kind of stability here. Do pay attention again overall to finances, because there could be some financial event that happens, especially overspending or some sudden expense that comes up. So do pay attention financial wise, especially if you're in a position that you have to take care of other people, that you need to have some kind of security, some kind of material security for those people. Libra. Health-wise, Libra, make sure that you're getting exercise. I'm picking up exercise, nutrition, something for the physical body. Make sure that you're doing what you need to take care of your physical body in December, and pay attention to overeating or drinking too much. We have 9 of Cups. So this could be, for example, drinking too much or eating too much, some kind of overindulgence. So pay attention to this and pay attention to your physical body health-wise. Make sure that you're getting fresh air, getting sunshine if you can get it, getting the right nutrition, and getting the rest that you need. If you need extra rest, take extra rest. Because I feel, again, something you may be juggling back and forth, or something that could feel too much. Something that, even though I feel things are ending on a good note for you in December, I feel there's some completion here in December. There's still some things that you may need to pay attention to health-wise. Just make sure you're sticking with your diet or your exercise or whatever it is that you do to stay healthy. Libra. Let's check obstacle, block, or challenge. Libra. So again, coming back to money, the challenge is little money. So as we can see this card, it essentially means soldi, pochi. So it's a little money. And we can see this person here wears tattered clothes and he's asking for money. He has his hat out and he's kind of asking for money, wearing these tattered clothes, sitting on a kind of broken chair. So in December, there could be some issues surrounding finances. Again, coming back to our tower here in money and finance, definitely pay attention to what you're doing economically, what you're doing financially, especially for those of you that are taking care of families, or maybe you have children, maybe you have extended family, something in which you need to be responsible for, or someone or other individuals you may need to be responsible for. Make sure that you have some kind of security net in December, because there could be something that comes up unexpectedly. And the challenge here is a little bit of money, having a little money, especially if there's a lot of festivities or parties or a lot of things that you may have to do with family that could feel overwhelming in December. Just make sure to pay attention financial wise. And Libra, for some of you, I'm getting this message, going all out. Something about going all out. It could feel as if that's what you want to do. This energy here is this energy of wanting to do things in a big way in December, wanting to do things big, wanting to end on a huge, big note. Again, some of you may be in positions that you may be getting promotions or maybe getting a bonus, and you may want to go all out. But again, be careful. Pay attention to your financial situation. Pay attention to stability. Pay attention to making this plan moving into the new year. Let's check your overall message. A crossing point is near, Libra. So in December, again, whatever this is that you're putting a lot of work into, it feels as if it's too much. This situation that you've been balancing back and forth, that may have been up and down, this is something that's coming to some kind of conclusion, some kind of completion. Something is ending in December. Something that could be bringing you to this next point. Libra, this is the crossing point here. Something is ending. Something new needs to be planned. Something new needs to be started at the end of the year. Do pay attention again. Finances, make sure that you maybe have something set aside, especially those of you that are taking care of others, and make sure that, again, something sudden and unexpected could come up. So make sure you have some kind of security blanket for this. This could be part of this plan that needs to be put into place. Do pay attention. Again, if you're planning on doing something big for this success or this full culmination of what's happened in December, do pay attention again to health. Pay attention to overindulgences and too much partying in December. And remember to stick with some kind of plan, moving into the new year fresh and ready to go with a new slate, Libra. So those are your messages for December 2025. Do let me know if you have questions or comments in the comment box below. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on new videos that come out. Don't forget to like this video and check the links below for additional readings or personal readings, and have a good week.